going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy FarRock22M, aka Infamous Owen, Infamous_Owen on IG. This is gonna be a real short video, but it's controversial, right? I seen a post on Queens Media, shout out to Queens Media, right? And there was a dude from Rockaway saying that, you know, Queens is Far Rock, but we ain't really Queens, you know what I'm saying? And I get what he's saying, you know, because coming from FarRockaway, we do identify as FarRockaway. Most of us do. I claim Queens also, right? It is what it is. When I'm in New York, I'm from FarRockaway. But when I'm outside of New York, or when I'm in New York, I'm from FarRockaway. But when I'm outside New York, I'm from Queens. Simple as that. But the problem is, right, a lot of people, especially from the borough, they have mixed feelings about that. You know, some people say, I don't care, y'all can keep that. And then some people are like, well, wow, that's stupid. You know, y'all from Queens. Yeah, if we get locked up in FarRockaway, we definitely coming to the Queens County Courthouse, that's for sure. But the reason I believe that FarRockaway would rather identify with FarRockaway is because, and I think it stems back to a long time ago, probably like the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, into the mid 80s or whatever. You gotta understand, right? Queens didn't have a lot of respect from the other boroughs. Everybody looked at Queens as soft. And the problem is, they lumped FarRockaway into that. Like, they lumped us in with like Forest Hills and all of that. And it's like, yo, come on. So a lot of times, you know, we'll say Queens, you know, and they'll think like, oh, these niggas are soft. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, ain't nobody soft over here. You know, we get it down. So, and you know, remember, shout out to St. Laz. There was a dude on St. Laz, forgot his name. It's gonna come to me, but he was talking about how people didn't respect Queens on Rikers Island, right? They didn't respect Queens. They didn't, like, we got real niggas in Hollis, we got real niggas in Southside, we got real niggas in Flushing, we got real niggas everywhere in Queens, Queensbridge, everywhere. There's gangsters everywhere. But as a whole, they did not respect the borough. They did not respect the borough till Far Rock put on. Let's be real, because son, that's what Son said. Niggas wasn't respecting the borough until Far Rock put on. Now niggas wasn't quick to do that Queen shit. So the reason why we say we from Far Rock, a lot of us, because I think our forefathers before us said, nah, you can't lump us with that. We Queens, but we're Far Rock. So when we say that shit, don't get us confused with the houses and all of that, not taken away from that, because when people from outside the boroughs look at Queens or hear Queens, they think nothing about houses and suburbia life. Trust me, I went to school outside of FarRockaway. I went to school on the Lower East Side. And a lot of those people from Harlem, Lower East Side, Manhattan, Brooklyn, that's how they used to view Queens. And this was when I was younger. So back then, like I said, Queens ain't get the respect that we deserve. But Far Rock did. So niggas say we from Far Rock, nigga. Yeah, we Queens, but nah, this is Far Rock. Cause when you mail something out to us, you putting Far Rock on that envelope. You putting FarRockaway, Rockaway Beach, Rockaway Park. You're not putting Queens, New York. So we identify as FarRockaway. That's what it is. Shout out to Queens, love Queens, nigga. I'm from Queens. We from Queens, but we are FarRockaway. Can't lump us. We don't want to be lumped into that. A lot of us. I don't give a fuck. I'm from Queens. I rep the borough, but I rep Far Rock. I'm from Far Rock first. You know what I'm saying? When we in New York and somebody be like, yo, we from? You be like, yo, I'm from FarRockaway. If you don't know where that's at, then I'm gonna tell you it's in Queens. It's part of Queens. But it's FarRockaway. So take what y'all want from that, but that's what I guess that's what Homeboy was trying to say. But at the end of the day, if you didn't know, that's what it is. Like, we Queens, what we identify FarRockaway. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, a lot of people didn't respect Queens back in the days. But you best believe they ain't fuck with FarRockaway. That's real. But yo, I'm gonna end it right here. Shout out to Queens, Queens Media, you know what I'm saying? Everybody. New York City, Staten Island, you know what I'm saying? We was the Staten Island before Staten Island. Let's just put it like that. And shout out to Charlotte. But yo, I'm gonna end it right here.